Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Edith and I like to read books and yap about them to you guys. We are in fact going traveling. I am going to Lloret de Mar in Spain with my dad, his wife, and my little brother. We are officially in Lloret de Mar. I don't want to talk too loud because we are in a hotel and I feel like everybody can hear me. Also, I was just about to sit down and the cleaning lady knocked and I was like, mañana? Yeah, my Spanish is so limited. I was so proud of myself yesterday at the grocery store when I went buenas noches when we left. So, sent her away and it's our first full day. I slept like crap, but I'm actually okay, like all things considered. Yesterday in the plane we finished. We used to live here and I gave it a 4.2 star rating. I really loved this. It was a little bit terrifying actually to read. I finished the last like 150 pages in the first 2 hours of the flight and it went by so quickly. So would 100% recommend this. And then I did start Caught Up by List Tom 40, which we will be reading throughout most of today. Because I slept terribly and we're all like aware of the fact that I specifically will probably need to just relax, we're going to have a pool day. So the rest of the family just went to the grocery store from yesterday to try and see if they can find sunscreen because we don't have any. And I mean, sunscreen is important, but also I burn like a motherfucker, so I need it. But once they come back, probably before they come back, I'm gonna put on this bikini and then we're just gonna go down, lay by the pool until maybe around lunchtime. And then we talked about around lunchtime going to the beach and like walking along the beach until we get to some place to eat lunch. But that was kind of the only plan for today, was to do some relaxing. So I'm hoping to get a lot of this done. So far I'm only 8% into it, and which is like 3 chapters. So we've kind of laid the groundwork. We have Kai and we have Miller, and Miller is Kai's coach's daughter, and she now has to take care of Kai's son because he's a single parent, single dad, which I love myself a single dad trope. I loved the last book in this series. I DNF'd like every other bitch in the world. I DNF'd the first book in the series, but the second book I read and loved. I love the character in that one. We have also met Isaiah Rhodes, which I'm pretty sure he's a lot of people's favorite in like a future book. Very excited to meet him as well, but for now I'm just very excited to meet Kai and Miller already. I have a feeling I will love her. So those are kind of the only plans for today. Do a quick little fit check before I let you guys go. We are wearing a full-on ASOS outfit. This top and these shorts, which I think I've shown both of them in the haul on the video. And then I'm just right now wearing my New Balances and socks. For the beach, I'm thinking we're gonna stick with these shorts. Maybe even the top, honestly. Because I think we need to like have something over the bikini when going down to the pool. So I think this is gonna be the outfit for the full day, but probably with my sandals instead of the shoes. Ooh, do you guys want a house tour? Do you want a house tour? I could take you to the first, second, third floor. All right, so here is the door. My clothes, some of my little brother's clothes, because me and my little brother were supposed to share this together, but it ended up being my dad here, and then my bed is right here, and then we have one balcony over here. Which, as you can see, small and cute, and then I'm not gonna like show it in depth because it's, you know, it's not mine, but this is where my stepmother and little brother ended up sleeping. And then the bathroom, okay, the light in here is a little bit annoying, but I kind of really like this design. Yeah, and all of our toiletries and stuff like that. A huge mirror. Another little outfit show. Notice how I am carrying around this entire tripod even though I'm actually just holding the phone. Whatever. Yeah, this little thing here. And then we'll just go through here really quickly. Another bigger balcony over here. With a bit more sun too. Okay, let's get on with the day then. I think we need to like have a little chat together. First of all, I don't know if I'm like sunburned or anything. I feel hot, and that could also just be the sun. I mean, I know I'm not sunburnt. I've definitely gotten some sun, but like I'm not like burnt to a freaking crisp or anything. But like looking in my face right now, I'm like, ugh. But like I said, I think we need to have a little bit of a chat, and I am going to hold myself accountable and keep this in the video no matter what, because I have a little bit of a tendency, and you guys wouldn't know because I edit it out. I have a tendency of getting personal and deep in a video, and then I delete. Like when I'm editing it, I'm like, no, nobody wants to hear this, and then I end up editing it out. And a part of me is like so upset about that because I'm like, I love watching YouTubers get like deep and honest about whatever is happening and going on. And so like the idea that myself can't do that without feeling like I need to like edit it or like it doesn't matter to people. And then I'm like, but what if it could help somebody? So our chat today is going to be an honest chat about traveling with autism. And obviously, disclaimer, autism is different for everybody. You might have autism and love traveling. But yeah, in case you don't know, autism has a lot to do with like routines. Again, looks different for everybody. For me, I love my routine. I love my little itty bitty routine. And it's not to like the pinpoint routine, as we may know, because I feel like I've talked about it. My nighttime skincare routine has gone out the window the last few weeks, and still it's been okay. But it's more like the same. I'm in the same bed. I'm with the same teddy bears. I go to bed at approximately the same time every night and wake up around 6 or 7. 6, 7? Around 6 or 7 each morning. And then something happens, and this can be the tiniest thing that throws that entire routine off balance, and I will literally feel sick to my stomach. And that has been what's happening right now. And I do feel like it's gotten worse, and I can't explain to you why. I'm literally gonna cry again. Where the last year or something, but maybe it hasn't been that. Maybe it's just because usually what I would do that would be outside of my routine would be like a night of drinking, and then obviously I'd feel sick the day after, but I always just thought that I had like really bad hangovers. But honestly, it might be like a mix of the two, and then that made it even worse, sort of thing. And that's why I haven't noticed it until after I stopped drinking. But after I've stopped drinking, in my mind, it has gotten so much worse. Like a night out, even if it's only until like 10 p.m. or something, I will sleep terribly, I will feel sick, I will spend all night going from my bed to the bathroom, sitting on, not like on the bathroom, but literally last night I was sitting on the floor. Because I'm so convinced I'm gonna throw up, and I'm just sitting like this, and like this specific like rocking back and forth has always been a thing has always been a thing I do when I'm like overwhelmed or something, but it's always worst. I mean, not like feeling wise worse, but like guilt worse when it is something that I'm genuinely looking forward to. Like a sleepover with a friend. I've officially given up on sleepover with friends, and it's annoying because I used to be able to do that no problem. The last 2 to 3 sleepovers I've tried to have, I have woken up feeling completely sick at night. I've slept terribly, and I feel sick the entire next day. And then there's this vacation, and it's like, this is the first, okay, that's a lie. Me and my mom went to New York, and that, I think, was the first time I felt anything like this, but that was also such a long plane ride, and like a lot of other factors played in, so this is kind of the first vacation where it's genuinely been like an attack to my senses. So we flew yesterday, and like I was okay most of yesterday. I mean, I got extremely hungry in the afternoon and stuff like that, but other than that, nothing. And then we get here, everything is fine. We need to go to bed. Fine, I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna go to bed. And then like an hour passes by, and all of a sudden sick to my fucking stomach. I think it was like 10 p.m. at most when we went to bed last night. I was just looking for my phone. Yeah, I think it was at 10 at most last night when we went to bed, and at 11 p.m. I woke up feeling sick. Went to the bathroom, sat out there for a second, literally like shaking and like fighting back tears. And the tears are mostly because I'm like, tears are mostly just like I get so annoyed because I'm like, why me, you know? And then I just end up feeling worse because then I'm just like tense and annoyed at myself because I'm like, why can't you just like be freaking normal? Nervous system, let's calm down. Like, you're not under attack or anything. And so that's how most of the night went. And for some reason, it just hasn't gone away. Like, I've had bits and pieces today of being like, okay, I'm okay now. And then it just comes back and hits me. Like, I just left dinner early because like the dining hall we're in has such bad acoustics. And one of the other things I'm not great at is like big crowds and like having a conversation going here because like my brain is too busy catching up on like everything else going on around me. And I mean, the only thing that actually makes it worse here, because if we were in Denmark, then I would like understand other conversation and I can sometimes like decide to tune into a specific conversation, not my conversation, but one of the other ones going around. And I can't do that here, so it's just like this humming all around me of like voices and shit. And I was just, yeah, here we are back here. And it's like, I know it's gonna pass. Literally, for all I know, tomorrow morning I could wake up and feel completely fine. There is also, considering how I'm feeling right now, a slight risk that it might be the exact same tonight, but like, even if it is the exact same tonight, I know it won't last the entire week, but I genuinely had moments last night of like crying in the bathroom and like texting my friends and my mom and was like, I want to go home. And then I get mad because I'm like, no, you don't. You don't actually want to go home. You just wish you could be here and not feel like this. I've been here one night and I already missed like my own bedroom. I miss my teddy bear. Yeah. I'm going to force myself to keep this in because this is me. And if you in any way feel the same way I do and you've been like looking for someone else to talk to you about that, here I am. Also, my socials are always linked down below, and even though I don't spend that much time on social media, I promise you, if you ever write me one of those places, I will write you back within 24 hours. I can promise that much. And like, I will low-key give out my phone number to anybody who texts me to be like, and are like, I need to talk to you, because I'm like, I will answer you quicker on text, if that makes any sense. That feels like a dangerous thing to put out there, but like, I'm not saying my phone number, I'm just saying I will give it to you if you like genuinely need me, if that makes any sense. That was just my way of saying that like, I want to be here for you, so if like you feel completely alone, but you feel like you relate to some of the stuff I just said, please feel free to reach out. I think we need to wrap this up now. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm kidding. I'm really enjoying Caught Up. What a segue, right? No segue, I just changed the subject. I'm really enjoying Caught Up. I read a lot today. I don't remember where I started, but like, I think I was below 10%, and we're 36% into it. We do still have 4 hours and 40 minutes left, but I have high hopes, and I'm really, really enjoying this. And it's been a while since I've really, I was about to say really enjoyed a romance, as if I didn't just read a 5-star romance like 3 books ago. So it's not. It's been a while since I've read a book that is like spicy. There hasn't been any specific spice yet, but I've had butterflies, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, has not happened in a while. So I do think I'm going to just be honest with myself, and I'm not going to go with the rest of the family on the trip tonight. So I think I'm just going to go straight to the bathroom right now and get ready for bed. And I'm going to lay down and read. And then I'm going to low-key try to go to sleep before they get back. I can't stop thinking about the fact that I miss my teddy bear now. I can't believe like I said it and then I just like cried. Also, I might try to go to bed tonight listening to music. I totally just got kind of cut off, in case you guys couldn't tell, but I feel like I already said everything I need to say, so they all just went for their walk. I'm gonna put on some YouTube on my phone, go, get ready, brush my teeth, clean my face, do my entire skincare routine and stuff like that, just because I feel like that's something I always try to do, especially when I'm feeling out of a routine. And we're gonna lay down and I'm gonna read, but I'm honestly gonna read one chapter and then try to go to bed, so that way more reading can be done if I like figure out that I can't fall asleep right now. It is second full day here, feeling so much better. Actually, right now, I'm not like feeling as bad, but I'm definitely not on top of the world. But I slept basically all night. I didn't go to bed before they came home, so I think I stayed up a little bit too late, and then I woke up after like an hour tops, super hungry. So I had to go eat a piece of cake because that was the only thing we had in the hotel room. So I did that, and then I slept from there until some point early tomorrow, or early in the morning, went to have to go pee, and then went back to bed and slept until we were woken up because breakfast was about to be ready. And then today we went to a city, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll probably like put it somewhere already. We went there and we went to a museum. And we kind of split up, so me and my dad were walking around there together, seeing some of the stuff, and it was super pretty. Really enjoyed it. A nice little city. We had some very late lunch after that, and then drove home, which was a very long drive home, but it was so beautiful because like for some reason it took us around the highway. So like instead of being on the highway, we were going through all these fucking roundabouts and then going from one side of the highway to the other side, and it was a little bit crazy, but there was a lot of beautiful nature on that trip, whatever you want to call it. But got home and now I'm like on the ride here, and the minute we got home I was just like, so still not feeling on the top of the world, but honestly, I hate to say it, I don't think that's gonna happen at any point. I think I'll always, at least towards the end of every day here, gonna feel like tired. That was like a lightning quick update, but like I just said, just gonna read until dinner, have dinner, and try and go to bed as early as freaking possible again tonight. And then tomorrow, see how we feel. Take it from there. If I need a day just here doing nothing, I will take that. Hopefully I won't, though. So. right, it is officially Saturday, which means we're like halfway through the vacation or something about that or other. I think the only day I haven't talked to you guys yet was yesterday, and yesterday, like today's gonna be, was literally just a pool day, and then we went and ate lunch, and I don't know what I was about to say. We ate lunch, we went for a little bit of a walk, went back home and relaxed, and then there was like a dance night sort of thing, but we just sat down and played cards, and I got so exhausted, so I slept a little bit terribly again tonight. Been feeling a little bit tired this morning. Took a shower, started feeling better. Everybody just went down to the pool, so I am about to change into my bikini, grab my towel, and go down to the pool and just read again. I have also unlocked social media on my phone, so I can doom scroll on TikTok, watch YouTube, whatever I want at the pool. And I did also yesterday finish Caught Up. That took me a minute to remember that was what that was called. I did finish Caught Up yesterday, and I loved it. I cried so much at the last half of that book. So much. Yeah, I loved it. Honestly, I think I might have to rethink my rating. I gave it a 4.25 star rating, but like depending on how much I'm gonna keep thinking about it, I could probably up the rating to like a 4.5. More than that, I think that's too much, because I still feel like, and you guys have heard me say this before, third act breakup. I saw it coming from a mile away. It still annoyed me, and I just felt like, I don't know. I think maybe it's because I didn't get Miller and like her way of thinking in a way in this specific aspect. Like at first I got it, but then I was like, okay, now you're just letting it rule too much, and like not just like listening to what people were telling you. But like, again, I get it, and like, you know, I think if I related more to her, then I would have loved it even more. But I did also start The Ick Factor by Morgan Elizabeth, another romance, and I'm already 13% into it. So far we've only had one chapter with our female main character, but I don't remember, maybe we did the same thing with the other one. Also, we kind of know her already because this is the 4th book in an interconnected series. It would also be finishing a series. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad about that. Basically, this is like a fake dating, fake fiance sort of scenario, so he can get a promotion at work. He can become like the top CEO boss, and he has to pretend to be engaged to Kat, who gets the ick very easily. It's like, technically it's her way of like reading people, but like she can tell immediately if you're like a good person or a bad person, and she doesn't date that much anymore because she gets the ick from literally anything. That's most of what we've heard about her so far in the other books too, is her like going on a date here and there and coming back with like the most amazing ick, and it's like, I get it, girl. I get it. Also, she has ADHD, so it's gonna have huge ADHD rep, and while I do not have ADHD, I do have some of like the aspects, and I do have autism, and obviously, as we all know, there are some connections to some of that stuff, and like no matter what, I always love a little bit of like ADHD, autism, any sort of like rep. Honestly, if you have romances with autism representation, give me those recommendations, because I never think I hear about it. I actually think I found a book the other day, like an author that I love is gonna come out with a book, but I don't remember which author. But I was on a romance kick, so I decided to keep it going. And then tomorrow, we're actually gonna go to Barcelona and stay there for the last couple of nights there. And now I'm gonna go change into my bikini. We're gonna go down to the pool, read this. I'm gonna try and binge as much as possible. I did read the last half of Caught Up yesterday, like half by the pool, half here, all that sort of stuff. So let's do this before I get too tired again and end up changing my mind. Guess who just got her period? This bitch. Yeah, and the minute I saw it, I started cramping up. So I just put on my bikini top, not the bottoms. So this is actually low-key my favorite fit of the vacation, and I know it's bad, but like why do I kind of love it? So I'm still gonna go down there. I have some painkillers in my purse. There's water down there, so I'm gonna go down there, if anything, to get some painkillers and still read a little bit. But I put on the top because it was like, at least I can like take this off if I want to tan my upper body, but I also want to be comfortable, so we're wearing Adam Sandler shorts. We're officially in Barcelona. Please ignore the headwear. I do not normally wear a backwards cap. We drove in here right after breakfast, got here at like 10 a.m. or something. Might have been 11 a.m., whatever. Walked around the entire city. And then we went to a little bit of a mall where I bought some stuff. I went into this store called Natura, which is like nature. And I bought this little yellow flowy tank top, which just says the luxury of a calm mind with like a little flower on the edge. I get super hot in the summertime, so I need stuff like not like this one, but something completely is like flowy, light, not tight anywhere sort of top, and this was just perfect for that. And then at the same place I got this cap, which I never wear caps, but I actually thought this one looked very good. It does say Hotel Paradise by Natura, whatever the freak you want to call the company. And then there are two elephants and a little palm tree, and like this, it looks good. I think at least it looks good. And I burnt my scalp, so I kind of needed it. And then Pull and Bear in the men's department, I have a lot of huge t-shirts. Most of them, however, are black. And then I saw this and I was like, I need that because I love this like marine blue with white, and it has nothing on the back, so it's super simple. It just says Blue Drift Sea Turtle Atlantic Zone, and it's an extra large, so it will in fact swallow me whole. It is a little bit of a thicker material, but it's really, really cute. And lastly, from Mango, I got this white skirt. I do already have a white skirt at home because I've been looking for a white skirt, the perfect white skirt, for years. But the one I have at home is a little bit like tighter on the hips, and then it goes out after the hips. This one, waistband, and then just goes out, and it has freaking pockets. It is a little bit see-through, but like, wear lighter panties and it will not be an issue at all. Oh yeah, and then we went to this place called Design Place, and I got this cutie little bookmark which just says Barcelona on it, and then it has like a bunch of small Barcelona stuff on it. And then I got two magnets. I got this one for a friend of mine, and then I got this for myself, which I don't think I'm gonna like stick it anywhere because I don't really have that many places in my apartment for magnets, but I feel like it could be cute just like laying down somewhere, or maybe like standing against a window. So, oh yeah, let's actually keep it in this right here.